And hello and welcome to another exterior video where I work on my truck. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. And in today's video I'm not gonna be working on my truck. I have a friend coming over and we're gonna be working on his truck. Of course, we're gonna be trying to change his lower control bolts because he wants to put adjustable camber bolts in there. He has a Nissan Frontier, but this applies to pretty much any vehicle anyways, and especially any Nissans. We tried to work on his truck last year, removing the bolts, but they are seized over there. We tried different couple options, so in the end we're gonna have to just cut everything out. He got a new control arms just for that, so he can replace the bolts, and we're gonna try to install it over there. So right now I'm just gonna move my truck, and once he comes over, gonna lift it up, remove the tires, and unfortunately we're just pretty much gonna have to disassemble the entire front of suspension in order to cut those bolts out and take it out. So let's see how that's gonna go.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so here is what we're dealing with. So in order for us to remove these bolts which are seized, we no longer can remove them just like that. So all of this has to be disassembled. Gotta take out the brake caliper, set it on the side, gotta disconnect the shock, gotta remove the tie rod. This probably has to be disconnected so we can remove all of this, and then we have to cut this out over here, cut the bolt here, cut the bolt here, cut a bolt here and here as well. And more likely, I'm pretty sure the other side is all the same, so we're gonna have to cut and do a lot of cutting. So gonna start disassembling all of this now. So I removed the tie rods. Now I can move this around, so I can remove the brake caliper, set it on the side. It's easier for me to work with that. Then I can start disassembling this part, trying to remove this all completely. I have to remove this bolt. I'm gonna have to remove this bolt, pinch something in here so this can come out, and this has to come out. Alright, so the ABS line is disconnected, the brake caliper is out to the side. So now I can remove this bolt. That way you can swing this out and then work on disconnecting this, as the CV axle is not going to be in our way. And then it's pretty much time to start cutting this. Alright guys, the spindle is out. It was a little bit of a fight to take it out, but basically all you have to do is just drive the chisel in the middle to separate this. Then once you have the bolt out, then you can work your way to take it off from this lower control bolt. Right, so now this we can actually zip tie to the top over here so it's not in our way. Now I can remove this bolt so we can have this free and start cutting these 4 bolts out. Alright guys, a little update. So actually this bolt, we're gonna be able to take it out, it moves free, but this one and the other 2 are seized. So grab your favorite blade and let's start cutting this all out.
2,000 years later.
Alright guys, after a lot of struggle, but this side is out finally. But we got lucky with that bolt, we just took that one out. Over here I had to cut one side and then we were cutting the other side. I cut one side of the bolt itself and then we were cutting the bolt on here. So this is out. But now we have to deal with this side, and on this side both sides of the lower control arm are seized. So this bolt is seized and this bolt is seized, so gonna have to cut them both out.
Much later.
Alright, here is the progress so far on this side. So both sides are cut, so now we have a better room to work over here. So gonna try to cut this part over here, and then maybe I can wiggle this out, and the same on this side. Alright guys, so this side is cut out, just got left to cut this. But just a reminder, don't be cheap on the parts, because originally we had some bimetal blades, some other Diablo blades, but they were all going down to nothing. So we picked up this carbine, and with just one blade it's still good. I was able to cut this side like in couple of minutes, whereas the other ones we were cutting and cutting, it was almost not doing anything. So make sure you guys pick up a good blades, don't be cheap on those. Alright guys, after a little bit of a struggle and cutting with multiple blades and a grinder, this side is out. It's been cut out completely, all the bolts are cut, and finally this is done. So now all it's left is just to clean up, touch up with a paint just to be nicer and start assembling everything back together.
Much later.
And alright guys, both sides are done. To put everything back together is so much easier, quicker and faster. So now just gotta make sure that all bolts are tight, torque them to spec. Now for the lower control arms, you can put a jack under to bring it higher and torque those bolts to specs. That way the tire is not in the way. But other than that, this project is done. Just pretty much gotta pick up the tools, clean up the space, put the tires back on in place, and that's it. It's all done. Alright guys, the project is done. The truck is all put back in place, the tire is on, drove it for a little bit, took it for a test drive, nothing is banging, nothing is clanking, so everything is good. So there you go guys. When you have seized up bolts in your truck, that's the only way to fix it, just to cut them all out and put new parts. But this is done and now it's much better. So as always guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you might find it helpful, and as always, until next time, everybody bye.